The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener's discretion is advised.
It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
You beat the man! You gotta beat the man! Woo!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729288. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729288. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the world heavyweight champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here.
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now. Don't miss out on any of the action. Download our app on the App Store, Google Play, and the official website of HEW Entertainment. Once you download and install it, you'll get caught up on news, YouTube videos, and more. Download it now.
I'm Jonathan Clarke. You can get at me on Twitter at JonathanClarke1, and I can't remember the last time I was this excited about anything having to do with professional wrestling. I am referring to the recent return of The Undertaker on SmackDown 900. It was an amazing night, and there were thrills and chills in the air when The Undertaker came out and declared that he was back taking souls and digging holes, which implied to me and gave me the everlasting impression The Undertaker, after all these years, has finally come back full-time in WWE. It may not be all the time that we'll see him, but we'll see him more now than once a year, and everybody's been talking about it on the internet, which I really appreciate and respect. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate all the columns that have been written about The Undertaker's return, everything seemingly revolving around The Undertaker and his return and who he's going to have issues with on SmackDown. I also really respected how The Undertaker said that SmackDown Live has always been his home over the last at least decade and a half, and it pretty much has been ever since at least 2002. The Undertaker pretty much has made SmackDown his home and has garnered the reputation for being the dog who runs the yard on SmackDown, having incredible feuds and rivalries with the likes of John Cena, Randy Orton, the list goes on with people The Undertaker's feuded with from both Raw and SmackDown, and it's really exciting now knowing The Undertaker is back and having read all the columns that you guys have been posting online, which I really, again, respect, because The Undertaker has more fans out there than I think he's ever given credit for. They say all the time that millions of people respect The Undertaker, and millions of employees with WWE have this unbelievable respect for The Undertaker, but I think there are way more Undertaker fans out there than ever given credit for, no matter what era of The Undertaker's career you are a fan of. It could be the original Undertaker, it could be the American Badass or the Deadman era of The Undertaker's career, broken up into three different eras. No matter what fan you are of The Undertaker, I think that there are millions of fans, much like myself, that I think I can speak for, that are just as excited about The Undertaker's return. Now I'm trying to decipher who The Undertaker's going to feud with. I think The Undertaker will feud with, because his issues with Shane McMahon pretty much have been laid to rest and buried from WrestleMania 32. With how he said that WrestleMania is no longer going to define his legacy, I think I'm leaning towards The Undertaker versus AJ Styles for the WWE World Championship, and this is how AJ Styles will cough up the WWE World Championship, probably by the Royal Rumble through WrestleMania 33 in 2017. That's when I see this coming into fruition. And it will be really exciting because we've never seen The Undertaker really feud with anyone from TNA's recent alumni, and I think AJ Styles would be an appropriate first candidate to have that honor of facing The Undertaker. You know, it's been debated for a number of years that there are so many people The Undertaker still has yet to create with, but I think that AJ Styles pretty much is on top of everyone's list with the respect that everybody has for AJ Styles, of course, going back as far as his days on the Independents, going from that and wrestling all over the world except on the major stage of WWE, and that respect could be garnered for him in a match with The Undertaker for the World Championship, which could see the conclusion, the epic conclusion of The Undertaker becoming World Champion for the first time in literally years. I can't even remember the last time The Undertaker was champion. 2008? Probably was the last time. 8 years ago The Undertaker was champion, so I'm leaning towards in the direction of The Undertaker versus AJ Styles because we've never seen it before. Yeah, The Undertaker's wrestled a lot of retro wrestlers that have worked with TNA like Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, but he's never had the chance to step inside the ring, the squared circle with AJ Styles. We know what AJ Styles' reputation is and what AJ Styles is all about. But can he step in the same ring with The Undertaker and get the job done? Hopefully we will have that question answered. How about this? The Undertaker versus Dean Ambrose is another feud that's probably been tossed up for conversation, but we have seen The Undertaker versus Dean Ambrose at least once. It wasn't much of a match. It ended with The Shield doing a number on The Undertaker and pretty much ending The Undertaker's run at that point in time, and The Undertaker went through a number of months of absence because of being destroyed by The Shield. There have been a lot of questions revolving around The Undertaker's return. Why is he back and what is he going to do? Now, I found the promo from this past Tuesday really interesting when The Undertaker came out at the conclusion of SmackDown 900 and said that Team Raw had better rest in peace because of The Undertaker's reputation really being on the line and being highlighted from the Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series 5-on-5 elimination match. There was a flutter of star power in this match, and I found it really interesting how The Undertaker is favoring SmackDown. How about if he turns around and turns on Team SmackDown and assists Team Raw with the victory and declares that he has signed a long-term contract with Raw? That would be really interesting. But, there are those people out there that are saying they pretty much gave the conclusion of the Survivor Series match away by saying that SmackDown is going to win this match because of The Undertaker putting pressure on the shoulders of the 5 individuals involved in this match. You have Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, and Shane McMahon. With how issues have been laid to rest with Shane McMahon and Dean Ambrose, even Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, again, you're kind of leaning towards The Undertaker versus AJ Styles, which again is a feeling of novelty. It really presents a feeling of novelty, and I think there would be a great deal of respect regardless of what this match's conclusion would be, coming from a lot of wrestling fans who are already having the conversation exceed unprecedented heights throughout social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Everybody is all over the conversation about who The Undertaker is going to have issues with and what will be the derivation of what happens in the fallout of Survivor Series 2016. This is the 30th anniversary